Welcome, everybody, to the Dr. Norbert and Huggy Bear show. Let me just go ahead and turn off all these things, turn on these things. Oh, my God. Where am I? I have to do this better somehow. But in the meantime, bam, we are live. This is Dr. Norbert, and I'm coming to you from my artist residence where I hole up to do artistic things and hence have my painter. I'm going to call this a painting schmuck, so that I don't look schlubby next to the great Huggy Bear. So say hello, Huggy Bear, looking dapper as always and making me look like a schlub. But I'm in a painter smock, so it's okay.
Hello, Norbert. And please tell me what's a schmuck.
Not a schmuck. A schmuck is New York City slang. I said a schlub. I'm a schlub.
You're a schlub, but you're in a schmuck.
A smock. I'm in a smock.
Smock. Yeah.
A smock, a painter
Also,
smock.
it's a jersey. Thank you. A smock. Yeah. Fantastic. All right.
Welcome, everyone. This is week 6. Can you believe it's week 6 already, Huggy Bear?
No, I can't believe it at all.
Oh.
They always go so fast, these leagues. But it's there are so many games being played. It should be easy to do some math. How many games are there per round?
Oh gosh, there's
Players divided by 2, 35.
80.
So that means that
Go ahead.
So hundreds could all the brackets together equal something like 1,000 games of MCP?
Easily 1,000 games.
Yeah.
Easily 1,000 games. And we've only seen a tiny portion of them, but they've been great. The season's been fantastic.
Yeah, really. Only top quality games, and it's been real fun to watch them all. And one could say that we've saved one of the best for last.
Indeed. You're alluding to, of course, our match tonight. This is week 6, so the finals of the final week of the Swiss portion of the league of season 13. And we have Pat Dunford from my own meta in London, England. And he will be playing against another really tough competitor, Stefan Riegler from Vienna, aka
WTC finalist.
Yep, he was on the second place team of the WTC. And we streamed him once before. He's done well. They are both undefeated, so both are going through, so no problem there. But we are going to see who can remain undefeated for bragging rights going into the end of the Swiss rounds. So let us. Ooh, looks like already somebody. Pat's not showing anything. I'm going to ask him to show his roster. Hang on.
You're too fast, Pat.
Okay, I just messaged him. So apparently Lunatic Fringe won Prio. He's in red today and is choosing Secures, and then Pat chose 16 Threat. But let me see if he's going to let us take a peek at that.
So what were the crises then?
I will tell you in a moment. Let's look at these rosters before I get started. Lunatic Machine. Oh, my Lord. These two. Oh, man.
I guess we'll have to look at the teams.
Womp, womp, womp. These guys are eager. Like, damn. Okay.
Yeah. Enthusiasm, Scrolls, and Fisk.
Right. So Lunatic won Prio and chose Secures. So okay. So he ended up with Mayor Fisk, which is the 2 tokens that are worth 2 points each on the far sides of the center line. But after you in the cleanup phase, whoever is owning it can then move the witness within 2. And if it's within 1 of any character, that character suffers a damage and gains the stun condition. That's the important part, the stun condition. And then for extract, we have our familiar scrolls. 4 scrolls. You can only hold 1 at a time. Each is 1 worth VP. And when you pick 1 up, you have to roll your physical defense, and you must get a crit or a wild in that result, or else your opposing player pushes you short. Ooh, and the mat today comes from Zayton, one of the mods developers. Zayton has put together Trash Day, so classic city map for MCP. All right. So, oops. Let me get you guys all situated, and we can take a look at what this map looks like. Okay, we've got size 4 truck over here, size 2 car on the bottom right, bunch of size 1s here on the right as well. Then a smattering of size 2 straight down the middle, sort of like a snake. Size 3 convenience store, size 3 taco truck, size 3 Daily Bugle there. And looking at the top a little bit more closely, you can see the two witnesses. Actually, they don't flank as much as they used to. I take that back, but they are in the center line here, top and bottom. And then two scrolls right here in the center and two scrolls on the right and left. So question is, we haven't seen their teams yet, so it's hard to say who's going to benefit from this map. But I'm going to say, Huggy Bear, those secures straight in the middle mean, and extracts, everything kind of clustered in the middle, means like a center fight might be in order.
This is a very sort of egalitarian setup where there is an even number of extracts. So, save for some certain shenanigans that you can do, I'm not sure. Don't think I saw any of those in Stefan's list. Maybe Pat has something up his sleeve. Save for some round one shenanigans. This usually ends up a 2-2 situation on the extracts, and then the player without prio, if you go as tall, as wide or wider than the opponent, then you are in a good position to score at least one, possibly two Fisk witnesses. But having like a 2-2 situation there as well, or even a 2-0 where only one of the witnesses is scored is a fairly common outcome of the start of the match, and then we'll see from there what ends up happening.
Mm-hmm.
But we can see that Pat choose a side where he put a big old size 4 truck in between the deployment zone of Lunatic and the mid scrolls.
Yeah.
So that might obviously mess a little bit with his deployment there. And whereas Pat has a slightly easier time. There's also a nice little backstopper or front stopper rather up north on the scroll there.
Oh, yeah.
If Pat decides to go for that one, he could front stop himself from getting pushed by this standing base to base with that container there. So I am now very eager to see what teams these guys whip out.
Yeah, cool. All right. As if on cue, we got to see. All right. Lunatic Machine. He has taken Dr. Voodoo, my colleague from my old graduate school days. How you doing, buddy? What's his real name? Jericho, of course. We just called him Drum. Widow 4. Widow 3. The third Widow that's come out, which is the 4th threat. The Black Widow. Luke Cage. Toad. And Sam Wilson. Woo! So Sam Avengers, hey?
Yep. Quite classic, really. There used to be a very classic setup for Sam Avengers with Beta Ray Bill and Voodoo. We see no Beta Ray Bill here, but Black Widow instead. She's also an early extract grabber, and she's tanky enough to go really, really aggressive and diving the opponent's extracts early, especially if there are not too many powerful energy attacks on the other side of the table.
Mm-hmm.
So she will have to keep an eye on where she's deployed because she can do some unexpected stuff. Voodoo is always Voodoo, and then Cage and Sam are solid characters that perhaps not on top of the attrition game, but they do have they're always very flexible and can create some big problems for the opponent.
All right.
On the field.
Cards he's taken is Brace for Impact, Sacrifice, Vengeance Symbol, of course, Second Wind. This is lesser used, but seeing more play, and actually it removes the stun special condition. So hey.
Yep.
He's got a plan for Fisk.
Very well tailored for this particular secure.
Nice. And Heroes for Hire. Okay. Now, Pat's gone super narrow. Look at this list. He's gone to Black Panther, he Killmonger, and his old friend Thanos. Well, Pat is actually Thanos on Earth. I think he's the Thanos incarnation. He's got the big gauntlet to prove it.
So, seems like it's Senor Thanos.
Yeah, I was gonna say Space Gem, and then it says when rolling. Yes, it's Senior Thanos. Hey, okay, this is bizarre.
Fantastic.
So this is
I remember a game that we streamed, Norbert, where Pat actually lost to this exact list.
No way. Oh my god, that must have been ages ago.
I believe it was run by Big Blake at the time, and also I think Pat was the one playing Sam Avengers into it.
Oh wow, Lucas is remembering the same thing. It was against Big Blake, probably, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool. He took Recal, Vibranium Shielding. This is where you can get damage reduction 1 in a bubble around you, depending on how much power you spend. That would be Black
Takes
Panther.
Thanos to stupid levels of tankiness.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Wakanda Forever, of course, Brace for Impact, and Usurp the Throne. So, wow, really interesting Wakanda tech. Nobody's playing this. Let's see how this plays out here today in this degenerate roster. Amazing. This is amazing. I'm stoked already, and they've just put out the rosters.
So Lunatic is not in a good position to fight that team. So I think we can safely expect to see him try to score this out as fast as possible. But he will have to take great care not to expose too many of his characters too early. There will be blood for sure, and characters will get dazed and KO'd to the right and left. But for Lunatic, it's going to be all about slowing that process down, scoring as many points in the process.
All right, so Patrick has put Thanos dead middle. To the right is Killmonger. To the right of that is Black Panther, but essentially central. Meanwhile, Dr. Voodoo's central on the right, Sam Wilson to the left, and Luke Cage to the left there. So all very central. However, he did put Toad on the right flank, who walked up and picked up, really neatly, picked up that scroll using his 2-inch reach on the far side of the dumpster, not where you'd expect it. So really nice placement by Stefan there, and a really great use of Toad, who manages actually to roll success and not have to move. So he's now got cover as well back there. That is a very, very safe position for Stefan.
Yep. And I believe we're seeing Pat pass we're going to see him pass for as many times as he can until he needs to start activating. He wants Lunatic to put his models forward so that he can reel them in with the Thanos, or maybe not, because it's certainly in the interest of Pat of grabbing one of the side scrolls, even though he could do without it, I think.
Yeah.
Because Stefan has to expose one of his models in order to pick it up, and there's always the grave danger of getting pushed towards Thanos and his portaling shenanigans.
So it looks like Black Panther's double moved up to the far scroll on the bottom of the screen. He's picking it up. This is an important roll now to see if he gets moved or not. Let's see what it happens.
There's also
He's safe. He's safe.
Yep. This is also a move that prevents Black Widow from getting her hands on one of the scrolls, because she is exceptional at holding those. And so you really, really want to get an extract on her for her to shine. When you take her, you pay for the ability to be one of the best extract holders in the game, because he is exceptionally tanky, and on top of that, when she eventually goes down, you get to put the extract within 2 of her rather than your opponent. So even though they go through the trouble of actually dazing or KOing her, they still might not get the extract.
Yeah, so I apologize to our viewers. I did miss the placement of Black Widow 3. She was flanking really hard left here on the bottom of the screen, as you see. Looks like Stefan tried to think about using her to pick up that scroll, but thought the better of it. And looks like Dr. Voodoo will be doing the dirty, or maybe not. We shall see.
Yeah, Voodoo can. Voodoo is his physical defense is not great, so he is poised to get pushed. Probably. You could also go. Sam could just as well go and pick that middle scroll up and then retreat to behind the truck. Most likely.
Yeah, because the problem for folks
Although
is that even though Voodoo's got his brother Daniel that helps increase his defense dice stats, they don't count. That doesn't count for flipping traps and things like that. So you have to just use your base number.
Yep.
Which is 2.
Although Sam would certainly wouldn't mind saving his 1 power for next round, so that he starts the round with 2, so he can do a charge.
That leaves Luke Cage.
If he picks,
come on, Luke.
Yeah, he's not gonna move up there. Yeah, this is a tricky situation. I mean, maybe Voodoo can move slightly to the north so that he gets front stopped a little bit at least by that container, and then perhaps be able to retreat to on top of the truck.
Yeah,
at least. That's not bad, certainly.
The important thing is what's
dangerous.
Everything's dangerous, though, Huggy Bear. This is just a miserable situation to be in. Stefan's going to find the way out.
Yeah.
The German community is counting on him.
Yep.
German, Austrian, of course.
I would not be... okay, this is dangerous for Cage. But I would not disagree with Black Widow later, depending on what Lunatic Machine needs in order to score as many points as possible from the cures. Black Widow could certainly move and then do her gainer into Black Panther, hoping to hit the wild and put stun on him. Because that's gonna certainly gonna cause a slight issue for him building power to do the stuff he wants to do, namely pounce and mantle of the Black Panther. So at least that could give him a pretty sad round 2.
So he's paced Luke Cage to secure the bottom witness. And then Pat must have passed, because now it looks like Stefan's going to go ahead and try to get that next extract. And the reason Pat is passing so often is that he wants to take advantage of Thanos' ability to place people, and so he'll be able to just move people perhaps off of a secure and stop them from scoring.
Yep.
All right. Stefan's thinking this through now carefully. While he's doing that, I can show you, Huggy Bear. Look at this nice prize I won at the Belgian Masters Triple XL.
Fantastic. You got to tell me more about that.
It was a 8.5% Belgian beer from Filou Belgian Brewery. I'm enjoying that tonight. So cheers to everybody watching. I hope you've been enjoying the season 13 so far. Hey, there you go. Cheers,
cheers,
Huggy Bear.
Guys.
Stefan's still thinking it through. Looks like he moved the Black Widow up 1 from her very hard flanking position, and now is deciding where to put her in the middle.
Yeah, certainly looking to find a position where she is somewhat front stopped while picking up the home scroll.
Yep. Okay. So he's picked her up, and now she's got a 4 defense, which is really excellent. Let's see if it helps.
Indeed.
Still yet to roll. All right. The roll succeeds. She's safe.
Well, safe is a relative term, but...
Right. It's interesting because she has stealth. Is that correct?
He does, but there are no attacks on Pat's side that go further than range 3 anyway. So,
but importantly, you can target people with stealth with your superpowers outside of 3.
Yes, stealth only affects attacks.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's an interesting part of the rules. People in the chat are going bonkers. So glad to have you along. It is a very animated chat, which is fantastic. Everybody excited here. Everybody saying this is a really solid game of MCP. No jankiness here. It's just hardcore good times ahead. Now, Huggy Bear, I was at the
Yeah,
Belgium
soon enough.
What? Go ahead.
Yes, soon enough, Pat's not going to be able to pass anymore. Now he's not going to be able to pass anymore, so it's going to have to actually do stuff
Do
with
stuff.
his models. What do you think of that?
Yeah, imagine that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
All right, Belgian Masters.
Belgian Masters. I just came back from this past weekend. 3 days of Belgian goodness. It was so great, Huggy Bear. I hope you come one year. It was just so wonderful. It's so relaxed and friendly, but very comfortable space to game in. Very comfortable rooms. Very easy to get to. And they
Nice.
had.
Where in Belgium was it?
It's a place called Kortrijk, which is about an hour northeast of Lille, if you know where Lille is.
Isn't Lille in France?
It is, yeah, but it's still an hour and a half or so northeast of them in Belgium.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you basically can't go for much longer than that in Belgium without exiting the country.
Yeah, it's not much further, but it's not near a big city. It's not near Bruges or Brussels. It's its own little town, which is probably why they can get it for so cheap. You know, it's like they have an expo center there in the town, and so there's a lot of hotels and things that are adapted to the expo traffic. So we went there. Me and 3 other people from London went there. They had 5 different Belgian beers available at the bar, and one was tastier than the other. Huggy Bear. It was amazing. It was so great and cheap. They were €4 for a 330 ml bottle of, like anywhere between 6 to 10% alcohol. It was crazy.
Nice.
It was so good. And we had a great time, and I won a lot of prizes, and loads of good friends brought me different kinds of beers, like microbreweries from various countries. It was really overwhelming how nice people were. I guess they knew I was driving there instead of flying. So they brought me some stuff I was able to take it home as a result. Although people were saying I might not get through customs if I got checked on the way back. It was a lot of beer. But
I was also at an event last week.
Yes, I know.
Stockholm.
It looked really great. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that was great fun. It was 32 players, almost 50% Finns. So the Finns and Swedes battling it out. Really awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, had a splendid time meeting some people who were actually fond viewers of our streams.
Hey,
so that's
great.
always fantastic. So
cool.
And there are some quality Finnish players.
Yeah,
I tell you.
I agree with that. I know that they are definitely under the radar right now. Tell me, were there any Norwegians or Danes there?
No, not at this point in time. There weren't.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you filled up.
Yeah. But we are there are some small discussions starting about like running a Nordic league and things like that. So yeah, the Nordics are picking up for sure.
Oh, for sure. Oh, you guys are one of the strongholds. I wouldn't say you're picking up. You guys have been in the vanguard.
Well, the Norwegians haven't made much noise yet, but there seems to be a small community going on in Oslo. So
they'll come around.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, let's catch people up. Pat has decided a very interesting move. He decided to move Killmonger off the taco truck and just kind of threatening the left secure, but not picking up the extract, not securing the secure, just kind of being ready for next turn. It looks like very interesting move that I'm sure has rattled.
It's a very interesting move. Yeah. Notice how Killmonger is backstopped against the car. So this means that he's not offering Stefan a cheap shield throw attack to push him off a point.
Okay.
and he's not offering voodoo to start build power off of him. But Thanos is gonna have no problem whatsoever using the space gem or cosmic portal to bring Killmonger onto that northern witness. And since there is
good point.
Currently no one there, although Stefan will have the chance to knock him with a shield from Sam, but that would then also mean that he ends up in a bit of a conundrum, lunatic machine that is, because if he moves once and then attacks, he could fluff the dice and not do anything, not get Killmonger off the point, or he could decide to double move to deny Pat the 2 points from the witness, but then Killmonger would be able to immediately start attacking Sam next round, and that's very unhealthy for him.
Okay, Thanos decided to move up and grab that extract. He rolled the dice and avoided getting pushed. He cosmic portaled himself onto the secure that you see on the bottom right. Meanwhile, Dr. Voodoo, the prior turn, moved up there, so Stefan's put 2 people to try to secure that secure. But at this point, Thanos is going to punch Voodoo and try to probably throw him off of the point. He did not get the trigger.
Did not get the wild.
Yeah, needed the wild.
But that's not a good block.
But, okay, so he rolled an extra die in because the skulls count as crits on Senior Thanos. So that's four hits into actually no saves, actually. Ooh. Interesting, but I'm sure he would have preferred the push to throw him off, or rather the throw to get him off there. And then give him.
Forgot about the reality gem.
Crits. So it's 3, 4, 5. 5 hits.
Exactly,
5 hits. Oh God, he almost one-shotted him. God damn it, Thanos. So annoying.
Yeah, I mean, if he rolled a wild, he would have.
Yeah. God. And it looks like he's gonna portal him off as well. Let's see.
Yep.
Wow.
Seems like it.
People are asking about the Usurp the Throne card. So who's got the highest threat on that team? It's Voodoo, isn't it?
Voodoo and Black Widow are the same threat.
Thor.
So
Yeah,
Pat can choose whichever one of those that seems easiest to get a daze on.
Okay, so Pat's decided to cosmic portal Luke Cage off the point, which makes some sense because he's quite.
Thanos would have been able to rearrange the entire board here.
Yeah.
New Thanos can't even score the witness.
Well, he won't score it, but he'll contest it, so nobody gets it there.
Exactly.
But I think
nobody's
it's smart moving Cage off because Cage is hard to attrition down. Harder to attrition down. All right, Thanos is done.
He is running Heroes for Hire, lunatic machine that is. But if Cage remains on the point, he doesn't have to play that. He can just spend for too dangerous to ignore. Ooh, so yeah, Stefan needs to grab what points he can. Cannot have this game slow down.
Oh man!
Even though it means that he's gonna have to expose himself wide significantly.
Yeah, I know. This is hard, Stefan. I mean,
yeah.
Leave it to Pat to just show up with a team.
I think he somewhat regrets that he went first with Sam. Went last with Sam.
Yeah,
because it would have been better to expose someone else, like
Cage.
Even Voodoo.
Well, Voodoo almost bit the dust just now.
Yep.
Did you know that the expression "bite the dust" goes back at least to the ancient Greeks?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I read some of the original texts from some of the heroic poems, and they use that expression.
You know Greek? Ancient Greek?
No, I don't speak Greek. I did study Latin for 4 years, and so I read some of the original Latin works, but not Greek.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Thank you. It was my, college prep upbringing. I was at a Jesuit college preparatory school, and so we had a lot of old school kind of teaching approaches.
Yeah, I gotta love those classic faculty subjects.
Yeah, exactly. I did enjoy learning Latin and enjoy reading the texts in original Latin. I think it's just marvelous to be able to read things from thousands of years, 1,000 years ago, and know what it said. It's pretty weird. Anyhow, bite the dust is a really cool expression, but it's a very old one too. Do you have that expression in Sweden?
Yes, but it's it's in Swedish. It's bite the grass.
Of course, such nature lovers like yourselves would convert it.
Yeah, but I mean like the meaning is the same. You fall to the ground so that you
Yeah.
face down, and yeah, you eat stuff off of the ground, be it grass or dust or dirt or
All right, let's
whatever
catch
some.
everybody up. We've there was two extracts on either side, but then Stefan also got the top secure, which is worth 2 points. So he's made a 4-2 lead. But now Pat has
Yep.
priority because he had the very narrow team, and so we'll see how Pat tries to capitalize on being in the leading position right now.
It's I'm having a hard time seeing a path for Stefan where he is able to score out this game in round 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that scoring 4 points around is a very reasonable pace for him.
Mm-hmm.
Try to not overexpose models to keep away from the wipeout situation. And try to have enough staying power left for rounds 3 and 4 to keep those points coming and hold Pat on his heels.
All right, Thanos activating. And doing something. Oh, he's cosmic portaling rage even further away. This is, I think, a combination.
No heroes for hire for you. Yeah.
Yeah, heroes for hire and attrition. Ooh, Luke Cage's.
Look at me. I was thinking that he was just trying to prevent a too dangerous to ignore, but he's like, no, we're gonna prevent everything. Planning ahead.
He's gonna use his first action to punch Voodoo and probably make him bite the grass next. Yep. Yes, he's very, very muchly biting the grass. In fact, he got the trigger. Is the trigger before or after damage?
Before.
Before. Okay, so he gets to throw him even on top of dazing him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He just has to avoid throwing him into terrain if he wants to get that one power.
Right. Right, and the reason for that is otherwise the terrain would be doing the damage, and so you wouldn't get the power as a result of the.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool. Good point. Yeah, and I think he wants to move him far. He doesn't want to put him into terrain. He wants him just out of the picture.
Yep. So it's not really necessary for Thanos to remain on that point as of now, because Black Panther is perfectly capable of moving towards it and scoring it. Mm-hmm. Or Thanos could use Cosmic Portal not Cosmic Portal, Mind Gem Space Gem to move Panther closer to the action. Looks like he's also considering a range 3, what's it called? Cosmic Obliteration? Not Cosmic Blast. The energy attack, which is Black Widow's least favorite damage type.
Yeah. So he's.
Mind you.
Of course. This is the Avengers leadership. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is really handy. This is why people hate that leadership so much, because now Sam Wilson could be very nice and safe by just moving him away.
Yeah, he's probably, or he could get Luke Cage back to within a medium move of the Southern Senator.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he moves
Keeping Sam safe is probably a good bet.
Yep.
Although I don't know how safe he really is.
Black Widow's going to get his attention
now. Still very well within charge range from Killmonger, but yeah, Black Widow does not count blanks here, and I am quite certain that she is unable to use her rerolls against energy attacks.
Yeah, so, oh no, and she rolled poorly. Oh my lord.
Oh my god, that's a one shot.
No, Pat.
This is not what Stefan needed. Oh no.
Pat's
no. Where's that recalibration
around.
matrix? Oh no, no. No.
He wants that undefeated badge.
Oh. Yeah, okay, so both of Pat's 4 threats going down. First activation, round 2. Yikes. That's gotta hurt.
Now, you saw Widow, though, gets to throw the extract where she wants, and so threw it towards
but
Sam
it looked
Wilson.
like it got just out of
just
one.
Out one. Yeah, it's annoying.
And Sam is still in grave danger, so he needs to get out of there unless he wants to get double tapped by a Killmonger buffed by Thanos, which is unhealthy for you, I hear.
People are not impressed with Thanos in the chat. They are having some choice words about that activation. Oh dear, it's old school. This is old.
Well,
so
to
old
be
school.
fair, Pat's dice have been hot.
Yeah, well,
and Stefan has still not rolled a single block.
Well, look, when you're the favorite of the gods, Huggy Bear, this is what you get.
Yeah.
Okay. And if Stefan didn't come here sacrificing appropriately, that's on him. Right. Thanos has finished his reign of terror. Luke Cage is like, oh, Luke Cage is using the leadership to move a bit more into the action.
Yep.
And let's see what Stefan then responds with. Luke Cage going to contest that point. Luke is sitting on just 2 power, so he can't do his sweet Christmas, which would have been pretty sweet right now.
He can try and do a lottery dagger on Thanos.
Oh yeah, that's true. Power Man punch.
Get that double wild, Stefan.
Come on, Stefan. Roll the double wilds. Come on. Let's make this game crazy. Come on. Come on. No!
Gadoosh, no. One mighty damage going through. No, Pat is using the Wakanda leadership to reroll up.
Oh.
Rerolls on Thanos is just insane.
So, Huggy Bear, I'm saying this is some old school Pat tech because this is Wakanda, like old school, like original release Wakanda, and more or less original Thanos. You know, when we realized how, you know, where he excels in. Obviously, he got nerfed a bit, but it's still more or less how he behaves. And look at it.
Yeah,
look at him.
Notice how Pat is not playing Spirit of Wakanda.
Yeah, doesn't need it. No, got Thanos.
Yep, for sure.
All right.
So looks like Pat's not going to care about whether he has Prio next round.
Nope. Yeah. Seems like Killmonger's looking to take down Sam. Which makes sense. I mean, it feels like Pat's list is a bit of a more of attrition focused, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't know.
He's gonna
maybe
take care to have Killmonger land within 4 of Thanos so that he can get the Death's Decree buff to his attack.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam, well, he is on 2 power, so he can spend to have his defenses increased with Vibranium Shield, which is probably a good idea. Yep. So Stefan, if Sam goes down here, Stefan will have priority next round, but it doesn't look like Pat cares about that very much.
No. No, he's going for the throat right now. I think he's got such a heavy lead on attrition.
Stefan doesn't have any real great early activations in his team. I mean, Sam wants to go activate late in a round to be impactful. Widow has to go late in a round, preferably likes to go late in a round to be impactful, unless he is sitting on a bunch of power, which he obviously will. Voodoo wants to go late in a round to be most impactful. So I think that it's important to have a balance.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but it looks like between two attacks, Killmonger just shit the bed and didn't do anything. 1 hit point after 2 attacks.
That's just what Sam needed.
Wow. Okay. But he's now securing the point. Pat being very clever as always. Not only did he charge, but he charged in a way to get that point.
Yep. Sam will have 2 attempts at pushing Killmonger off of that point. Or 1, depending on how he wants to handle that scroll. Toad already...
Everybody forgets about Toad. Come on, Toad. Come and rescue the situation.
Yes.
Toad is
pushing Killmonger next to within 2 of the Black Widow could be fun next round. She could activate first and do a spender, which can do quite significant damage if she hits that trigger that gives her a second attack with all rerolls. I think he needs to score a hit and a wild. Yeah, Widow with a bunch of power is very dangerous.
Yeah, I have to look into
Thanos has the tools to always blow her up with energy attacks outside of range 2.
Yeah,
and then she is sadly nothing else than a overpriced 3-threat defensive wise.
Okay. Huggy Bear, I'm in suspense though about your 32-player event. Who won?
A Finnish guy named Tero took it home.
Oh, Tero from War Machine days. Tero.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. He's a great gamer. Wow.
Yes, absolutely. So great guy, great Finnish guys. I myself managed to make top cut, but then I also managed to get smashed day 2 and actually went 0-3 in the top cut. So that was tough.
Okay. Wow.
I had a couple of real close games, but sometimes
them's the breaks.
Yeah.
So look, this was Sam. Sam did a really nice hit into Killmonger, even though with the rerolls, Pat wasn't able to stave off the damage. He took 2 points of damage, and more importantly, he also got pushed by that attack now off of the secure. So Sam doing Sam things, and he's got 1 action left that Stefan's currently deliberating on.
Looks like he wants to do a charge and end up on top of that truck while still being within 1 of the scrolls, so that he can spend 2 for the charge, then generate the 1 power he needs to pick up the scroll, hopefully doing at least 1 damage to Killmonger in the process, thus pushing him even further away.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
Because I don't think he can afford not picking up the scroll here, because he needs to keep scoring 4 points around to stay in this. Because if he scores less than 4, it starts to look likely that this game is going to go on for 5 rounds rather than 4, and that's I think that's 1 too much. At least 1 round too much.
All right, so he's done that second attack just as you mentioned. I think he got the trigger. Is it wild that triggers the push?
Damage. The push is triggered on damage.
Oh, damage
which
only.
He does not get through there.
Yeah. The Black Panther reroll lets Killmonger save that 1 point of damage, so he doesn't get pushed. He takes the scroll. Now he's rolling his scroll roll and succeeds, so he doesn't get moved.
Yep. The important part, the only thing he didn't get was the extra push on Killmonger to possibly deny him 1 attack into Sam next round. But if Sam goes down next round, it's not as bad as if he had gone down here now. obviously.
Panther could make his way over to that second secure.
Yeah.
Or he could try to take this secure, since it's 1-on-1 so far. Interesting choices here.
As of now, Pat's gonna retain Prio for next round, so we'll see if he can do a instant replay of that activation where he one-shots both Voodoo and the Black Widow. That would be devastating. Because, yeah, if Panther moves to the Witness, hits Luke Cage to push him away, then Thanos would probably once again next round be able to get him out of Heroes for Higher range from both characters. Maybe the push is in itself will be enough to achieve that. The Panther push.
I want to congratulate the other people who've gone undefeated so far. Jim Gradwell from England is undefeated. Rookie Boy from Spain is undefeated. And then one of these two players will be undefeated. But all the people I mentioned are also going to be in the elimination rounds, which take place within 2 weeks. We get 1 week off between.
That's an extremely, extremely strong lineup for you.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. Also, if you're watching this and want to get involved in the action, during the elimination rounds, we do run a second chance qualifier for everybody else. So if you want to play 4 rounds more, or if you just started and want to try it out for 4 rounds, please do join the second chance qualifiers, which we'll be posting up this weekend for registration. 1 game a week for 4 weeks. Ooh,
awesome.
Black Panther.
And the winner does the winner still get a place in the cut for next season?
Correct. They get the wild card spots in the cut for the next season. Matches start in 2 weeks, Crunstel. So we get a week off, and so it's a week off, and then the week after that is when you start playing your matches, the first week of matches. Right. So Black Panther punched Luke Cage quite hard, but only did 1 point of damage. But more importantly, part of Black Panther's attacks is always to push characters of size 3 or less. And so he's go ahead and pushed them away, which pushed them right off the point. So Pat's got a very nice package here of control elements between Black Panther and Thanos, and attrition elements between Killmonger and Thanos. And now Black Panther can do a pounce here. So he doesn't need to stay on the point because he already owns the point with Thanos. So he's looking to pounce to get himself in a position for round 3.
Yep. I would not be... if Panther decides to leave the point, there's always on the table for Stefan to use Avengers Assemble to put Luke Cage back on the point in order to contest the deny Pat the 2 points. Although I think Pat scoring points is not the issue for Stefan, it's himself getting to score at least 4 points this round.
Yeah. Stefan's play here is to get points, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. The team he's put on the table has no business trying to fight Pat's team here. It's simply not a good plan. The Wakanda team is so much better than the Avenger team here at attrition. So his line of play is certainly trying to score this game out in round 4 by getting 4 points each round, keeping Pat slightly behind him.
All right, so Pat's decided to pounce Black Panther instead to the top of the board.
Yep.
Now, the interesting thing is Dr. Voodoo now has enough power to actually put Brother Daniel on Thanos and take his scroll.
But Voodoo is asleep.
He's sleeping now.
We'll see if he lives through Thanos' activation.
Okay, that leaves Toad left to go, and it looks like he's going to be going to contest the top secure. getting some much needed victory points to Stefan.
Yep.
Pat was with me in the Belgian Masters. He did had a great time. He even enjoyed a lot of Belgian beers, which I was impressed by.
Mm,
Yeah. And
nice.
of course, won the entire convention, too.
Well, sky is blue, sun is yellow, Pat's winning.
But it was always fun. It was really fun. Oh, and a Belgian guy managed to beat Pat in one of the qualifier rounds along the way to the Sunday Invitational. Yeah, Connor. Pat was drinking beers. I think he had one of each kind, as a matter of fact, over the course of the 3 days, which was really impressive. He doesn't drink very much, but the Belgian beers were just so tasty that he just couldn't resist.
Yeah, they are pretty sweet. So,
Yeah. What are you gonna say about Toad?
No, I was curious if Toad was gonna gamble on making an attack into Killmonger, hoping to gain the 1 power to hop onto the point, but in order to sort of disrupt Killmonger's activation and push him further away, but there's no real reason to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty rough for Stefan because his defensive tech basically comes down to Luke Cage and Heroes for Hire, plus a sacrifice there. But I mean, Thanos is just so great at disarming that, which we saw at the start of this round.
Right. End of round 2. The score is 8-6. Stefan.
Yep. I think the first activation this coming round is going to be decisive for the game. Will Thanos or whoever Pat decides to act? If Pat manages to KO 1 or 2 of Stefan's models, then I think it's gonna go downhill quite fast for the Avengers.
Okay, so you see now the players are moving the secures. So whoever controls the secure, the other player gets to move it within 2. And so it looks like Black Panther and Thanos will get stunned and take a damage. And same for Sam and Toad. Only difference is that Lunatic Machine's got second wind, which will take those stuns off. Oh, is Thanos immune to stun? Yet another thing he's got. Meh. Oh my god. Yeah, the one immunity he has. Meh. It's gonna make Wookie Mart lose his mind now. He's in the chat. He's already having a hard time accepting Thanos in this game. And now he knows that he's immune to stun too. Go ahead, Wookie Mart. Let it out. We're all friends here. Do your primal scream in the chat. Give us an F in the chat for Wookie Mart. Poor guy, because he's every.
I bet Stefan misses his black cat here. The one he had in his roster.
Oh, yeah. To stagger Thanos.
Yeah.
I wonder if he expected
Looks
this.
like Killmonger is eyeing to attack Black Widow. Perhaps with a usurp.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good point. Does he have enough power to play a usurp? I don't know how much it costs.
He does not. I think it costs 3 power. So he would have to charge, hope to do at least 3 damage in order to build the power he needs. But I think if it doesn't get played now, I don't think it's getting played this game.
Yeah, agreed. Because the
Black Widow's one weakness is energy attacks, even though she does get count blanks against them within 2, but she can't use her reroll ability against them at least.
So I played Hellfire Club all weekend at the Belgian Masters,
Hmm.
and it
You
was,
filthy boy.
yeah. But I was doing it before everybody else figured out that they were cool. So there's that.
You mean when before everybody else figured out that they are everybody else?
Yeah. What's funny is Pat said, Emma's always bringing her zoo along with her. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because I was playing him. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I looked down at my characters and they were all animal characters apart from Emma. I was like, oh, I didn't, Pat, of course, leave it to Pat to pick up on that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I do jive. The leadership works with the way I think, so I'm very happy with it. But I think I'm going to take a break from them because I played them for 3 months now. Did a whole big con with them, and I'm looking into Wakanda next.
Nice.
Yeah, you still stuck on Shield?
No, I'm not. I was running Sam Avengers last week, but I did actually play one game of Shield because I did have 3 Shield characters in there, so I could splash it. I had Nick Fury for some shenanigans in Avengers, but yeah. But currently, I'm dabbling a bit in Defenders and also Spider Foes that I've been very interested in for a long time, but they haven't
I agree.
really had the oomph to build them properly. But now they are starting to really take shape, and with 4 new characters
Yeah,
coming, I think they will be one to watch.
I agree. I'm going to switch to them too once the new characters are out. So look, Killmonger charged. He attacked Sam, but Sam sacrificed into Toad, which is a really ballsy move. But classic Toad, he takes all but 1 hit point and then
Yep.
and then runs away. God
Well,
damn
you know Toad. Classic.
He's how does he manage to pull this off all the time? So frustrating. Of course, I play Toad in Hellfire Club, so I can't complain. Right, so his second attack is going into, not sure, but it's a crap attack. So
looked like it was Sam.
Yeah, probably Sam, but didn't do anything.
Yeah, not great. He does have Pierce, but that was not a good attack roll.
Mm-hmm. Killmonger totally letting down the team. Whole game so far. Get out of here, Killmonger. Oh, he did a Black Panther reroll.
Well, he is the easy. He is the least tanky character in Pat's team. So if it's probably good activating him first. Ooh, Wakanda forever!
Ah, Wakanda forever. Of course. When you think you've survived the onslaught, then they play Wakanda forever, and you're like, damn it.
Ooh. Looks like Killmonger played his count shields instead of hits.
Hey, fun. Oh, that's a great power. Awesome. And it really worked for Pat this time, of course. Damn it.
Yeah.
Special ops, or spec ops. So that's where you pay for it.
Yeah,
do you have to pay ahead of time?
Because then it's the same. Then it's the same as Punisher's extra move.
Is it? Do you have to? Oh shit! Sorry, guys. Do you have to?
It is Special Forces.
Special Forces, yeah. Do you have to pay for it ahead of knowing the result, though?
No, you do it after everything is rolled.
All right. So with that,
in the modified dice step, I believe.
With that special ops,
blah blah blah. Calculate successes step. So it's even after the modified dice step. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So he was able to daze Sam as a result of that special ops, which is pretty cool. You don't see it used very often, but 2 shields makes it certainly worth the power to and he knocked down the scroll.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Voodoo is going to be able to move to within 3 of Sam, possibly Panther. I mean, to possibly do a double spirit venom into him, maybe taking him down.
All right.
Thanos standing next to Voodoo is not healthy.
So looks like Killmonger picked up that scroll and rolled successfully, so he doesn't have to move anywhere. Meanwhile, Voodoo took advantage of the leadership move and moved closer to the action, and so now the action is over to Lunatic Machine. Vodka Blitz in the chat, helping us keep track of the action. Vodka, I hope to see you in Copenhagen for the WTC this year. Canada said they were coming. We've got 5 English teams, Huggy Bear. How many of you guys you got bringing? How many people coming from Sweden this time?
Well, we're most likely sending at least 5.
At least. Oh, you. Wow. Okay, flexing hard there, Huggy. Okay. I scraped together 5 English teams, but okay, you guys are bringing more. Got it. One more than the English.
If I mean, I don't know how if it can be I mean, there are quite a few teams flocking to this, so
Yeah.
maybe it's maybe Gil's unable to have it as a free for all. But the more the merrier, I suppose. And there was an entire hangar on top of the one we used, so I guess it just comes down to
Terrain.
how many tables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vodka Bliss is saying Canada's bringing 2, possibly 3, which would be amazing. 3 teams from Canada. Wow. You could have 1 French-speaking East Coast, 1 English-speaking East Coast, and those wacky people on the West Coast. They could come too as the 3rd team. That'd be awesome. I saw Mike DeLuca in the...
Canadians are deadly, so...
Yeah, the Canadians... Yeah, we'll see what they're made of. We'll see. They've only had Americans to beat up on. Wait till they come to Europe and see what the competition really looks like. Mike DeLuca's in the chat. I'd love to know how many American teams are shaping up, if he has any idea whatsoever. All right. Leadership move was... Oh, no. This seems like a Avengers Assemble move.
Avengers Assemble.
Yeah. So he's moved Luke Cage forward, and now he's moving Voodoo forward. Nicely done, Stefan. That keeps you in the game.
Yep.
Good use of that card. Very
Looks
powerful.
like he's eyeing to do a double Spirit Venom. No, not double Spirit Venom. The other one, the Staff of Legba.
Staff of Legba.
Double Spender. Possibly, if he rolls a skull across those 2 attacks, he could have enough power to Voodoo Killmonger, make him drop the scroll.
Oh, everybody is waiting for the double spender in the chat. They want to light Thanos up. Oh, that's funny. Can you imagine? That'd be amazing.
Yep.
Where's Wookiee Mart now? Where's Wookiee? Come on, Wookiee. Cheer on the double spender. Everybody's praying to the dice gods in the chat. They're offering virtual sacrifices.
Putting her within 2 of Thanos and as close to Luke Cage as possible is not a bad idea. Or maybe just get her to the
outside of 2 of Killmonger. That sounds good to me. Oop. Not. He just wants
he's already activated, so I'm not sure what he gets out of that. But
he's changed his mind, apparently.
Other than setting up for next round.
All right, so Voodoo's going into Black Panther.
Things.
Voodoo's going into Black Panther.
A lot of things are going to happen for that.
Yep. Stefan Legba, he's paid for. It's Mystic, so that means Black Panther doesn't get his blanks, which is good. And we'll see what the roll looks like. Come on, Stefan, roll better. Come on.
So 1 damage through power burn and 1 damage.
He's doing the Black Panther reroll, but it didn't help.
Oh. Okay. So 2 damage so far. He needs to do better.
Dice gods are not happy with Stefan today. Second attack. There we go. Hello. He just needed a warm-up swing. Oh, come on. The Crits rolled at the skulls. For the love of God. Against 1 save, though. That's a crap save.
Yeah, that's enough.
Wow. Okay.
And he got
Phew.
the additional power too, so he could. Panther wasn't holding a scroll,
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know
but
where.
he's. Is this the?
Oh.
Is this the Killmonger one?
Oh, he was. He was holding the scroll apparently.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Of course he was, but the icon wasn't showing.
Yeah, that's fair. Right. So Toad has one, and looks like Voodoo's taken one. And does he pass the turn? I don't see a tick on him yet, but
Yep. Sorry,
perhaps he
guys,
has.
got bamboozled by.
It's all the excitement. It's all the excitement. Now, Patrick is figuring out what to do with Voodoo. Interesting. The thing about these narrow teams, Hooky Bears, you need to. Every action has to be perfect, or else you run into trouble, right?
So I'm quite well. Avengers Assemble was played earlier, but it has been flipped.
Yeah. Patrick thinking it through. He's still he only has Thanos left, and Lunatic Machine. Voodoo is done. He doesn't have a tick yet, but does have Cage.
Yeah,
Toad,
he's done in more than one way.
What is he trying to do?
I think he should. I think Voodoo should have possessed Killmonger here, because it'll probably be the last thing he does in his life.
Oh, here's for higher range. Thank you, Voodoo Vodka Blitz. That's what's going on.
Yep.
He's trying to get him out of.
Exactly.
Wow.
Maybe Panther's body is screwing with the angles slightly, but it looks doable. As long as Pat can hit the wild. Otherwise, he just have to spend for the.
No, looks like he's in. He's totally in.
Did he already do an attack?
He's in. Yeah, Stefan. All right. So I think that was Thanos moving Voodoo.
Yeah, but he's not running the mind gem, right?
Yeah, weird, right? But it was a
Did
boost.
he roll attack dice?
I don't think so. Scroll push. Oh, he failed the scroll.
Scroll push, yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Forgot about that part.
Yep.
Scroll push.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I think possessing Killmonger, not picking up the scroll with Voodoo would be better here, maybe, because Voodoo is so unlikely to survive this. So just putting it in a good spot for Cage to pick up later, maybe, or Black Widow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because now when Voodoo goes down, Pat's going to be able to put it in an awkward position.
Look at them holding hands up there. Such nice players.
It's like that Michelangelo painting of the 16th Chapel.
Pat's giving the spark of gaming to Lunatic Machine. I anoint you as a good player. This is. I saw that fresco, I guess, in real life, and it was pretty damn impressive.
I've been there as well.
Totally, very worth.
Quite a few years back now, but
yeah, totally worth the trip.
A lot of things to see there in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like Thanos passed, and now Cage is trying to get his Power Man Wilds.
So he's rolled, sadly, again, God, lunatic. Oh, look at that. A save, though. Only one save via the reality gem.
Yep.
But that doesn't matter
So
much.
no damage.
Ah. The dice gods are
A
not
staggering
pleased.
If Thanos gets staggered, that could maybe offer Voodoo a chance to survive.
All right. He's going to give it a go.
Yep. He needs the double wild here.
Double
It's
wild.
gonna be big.
Come on, buddy. Come on, dice gods. Give us some entertainment. Here we go. Double wilds. Let's do it. Oh, so close.
Oh, only the one.
Only one.
Why is he only rolling 4 dice? Is he shocked?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, good question. Ancient gods demand suffering. Connor. Oh my
I don't
god.
see a shock tick on him.
Look at that roll. Ugh. What was this? Because Cage pushed through a crap ton of power, or he's taking damage. Oh, this is Thanos attacking Cage. Yeah. Oh, nah.
Right. Oh yeah. So it wasn't a pass then.
No, it wasn't a pass. I got confused when you said pass. Yeah, it was Thanos attacking Luke, and Thanos survived. Luke survived. Go, Luke, man! He stood up to the big mad Titan himself. Cool. All right.
I guess this was a. Yeah. So I guess this was a too dangerous to ignore.
Yeah, that could be right. And he's decided to portal himself within the point away from Luke, so Luke can't attack him. Actually, which is smart. Luke's got short range
Oof,
attacks.
that's the activation tick there, right there.
Yeah, definitely. It's all...
This is interesting.
So, but Pat's got only one
So
character securing that.
Stefan is gonna have 3 activations in a row here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, to close out the round. Big opportunity. People are psyched.
He needs to secure the 4 points and also set up for a round 4 where he does not go down with a bunch of characters early.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Easier said than done.
Right.
But
so you're saying it's a dual thing. Don't get too excited about getting points, but keep in mind round 4 as well as getting points. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right.
More or less. If Toad could hit a wild and push Killmonger off that point, that would be a great start for him. Trouble is that Black Widow is on her injured side, so she's not. She's useless as a contester. As long as you don't get Killmonger or Thanos off that point, and the only one who is able to do that. Well, Luke Cage could do a sweet Christmas and throw Thanos off the point. Or move, hope for the wild, throw Killmonger. I think maybe go first with Toad, see if you can get the wild, and if you fail, go with Cage.
Mm-hmm.
If you succeed, Cage can concentrate on Thanos. Because Stefan has the potential to get actually 6 points here, if he's lucky, which would mean that he he could get off a little bit easier next round, only needing 2 points. However, it is the 4 that is important.
He needs to get those points because Usurp the Throne is going to happen next round, right? That's 2 points free.
Yep. Yeah, and a 5th round, he's not going to survive through that, I think.
Now, keep in mind, this guy was one of the key people on the 2nd place WTC team in Austria. He's won his other games.
I believe he was their captain.
Oh, was he the captain even? Right, okay.
Yeah.
You know who's a great captain? Connor from London. I was
Me?
so
No.
pleased to have him. Honest to God, he was great at being
Awesome.
captain. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have
You
to.
you guys seem to have a lot of fun,
Oh, it was great.
which is always a good sign.
It was like a fairy tale weekend for us. We loved it.
Yeah. It was glorious. Best event ever.
Mm. Right? Stefan's still taking his time. Hasn't activated any of the 3 characters left.
Yeah, quite important things on the line here.
I want to thank everybody for their support this season. Everybody in the chat has been really great. We've been getting a lot of views on YouTube as well. Thank you very much if you're watching on YouTube. We don't forget you. We just and please comment. Throw some comments in there. We answer all the comments that you make. And if you're watching
Quite a
this,
few people decided to spend their Friday night with us, actually.
yeah, I'm really thrilled by that. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody's attacking somebody, and they did really well. Holy shit! 5, 8. It's
Oh my goodness!
What
is
the
that
fuck?
Is that Cage?
I
Cage
think
spent power, so it's probably sweet Christmas into Thanos, but he didn't get the wild.
all those successes and no goddamn wild.
But this is block 2. That's 6 damage.
Wow!
That's 6 damage. Thanos down! Oh my god!
Holy shit! This has gone wild. What the?
Okay, yeah. Wow. Winning this round is actually on the table now. All he needs is for Black Widow and plus Toad to one-shot Killmonger, and it's in the bag.
Shit.
Oh my god!
What the fuck? The dice gods were completely fucking around.
Look at me going on, but the Avengers can't fight. They have to score. No. Yes.
It's Luke Cage. Nobody's gonna marginalize Luke Cage. Nobody.
Nope.
Oh, he picked up the scroll and got moved. That's what's happening here, people. And so
Yep.
Pat's moving him.
See if he can. Maybe he can't get back to the point in one move, or maybe he can. Yeah, looks doable.
Oh wow.
Pretty doable. Yeah.
This game's nuts.
Maybe.
Oh, what a good game.
Because Black Widow needs to go down, have a word with Killmonger.
Oh, Softflow missed it. You missed it.
Yeah,
dude.
well.
Gone.
Black Widow does. If I expect her to move, do a spender into Killmonger, then move to the point that no one is currently scoring because Thanos is standing there, or lying there rather.
He's biting the grass.
He's been the grass. Okay. So sadly, no double tap for Black Widow, but her spender is good.
Holy crap. If Stefan pulls this off, there's going to be some serious shit going flying around. The goddamn chat, the internet's going to explode. Hit that like and subscribe button, people. This is valuable content. You shouldn't miss any further content like this. Like and subscribe. Don't send us money. We don't care about your money. We don't want it. We want you to like and subscribe. Tell your friends to play MCP. That's what we want.
Yep. Okay. Like Widow Spender, I guess. Bada bing, bada boom. Killmonger does have enough power to play Recalibration Matrix. Oh, that's a shitty roll.
Yeah. But...
Womp, 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 womp. Yeah, but I mean, even if Stefan would not score out this round, it's still a he's still very much in the game.
Yeah. All right, he's taking the safe route and moving Black Widow.
Toad can still, but if Voodoo had indeed possessed Killmonger, this would have been a way easier.
Yeah, but Toad's gonna do this, right? It's all on Toad now.
Toad's gonna do this. Toad moves. Toad hits Killmonger. He gets pushed off the point. Easy peasy.
That's right. He has
Or
the
you know
push.
what? I think Toad walks up and just one shots Killmonger. Kills him. Just like that. Sadly, he can't pick up the scroll though, so we're still having another round.
All right. So people, Toad's gonna attack Killmonger. He's got a push on his
look
attack.
At this. It's gonna happen. He's got. I hate Toad so much. He's gonna do it. He's gonna one shot.
Ooh, 3 hits with the wild trigger, and the saves are one save. So Killmonger manages.
No cigar, but he got the wild.
I
got
know.
the wild.
That's fucking Toad. It's fucking Toad.
Yeah, Pat could play Recalibration Matrix here to prevent the push.
Ooh. Is he gonna pull the card? Does he remember? Oh man.
It's not the conventional use of the card. You usually want to use it on when someone spikes into Thanos, like I don't know, Luke Cage. Sadly, Thanos was 1 power short of you being able to use it. I think. Oh, he's doing it.
He's doing it. Yes. Oh, a Toad flubs it.
Toad no rerolls on the. Oh well, no. Toad flubs it. Yeah.
Wow. Pat and his recals. He sucks the joy out of everyone with his recals. He did it at Adepticon.
Getting everyone excited and I'm not. No, actually not.
Ghost Ear's in the chat.
Letting
Ghost
everyone celebrate for a bit. But yeah.
No, yeah, you celebrate. Pat sucks all the fun out of this. But with his stupidly perfect moves and reasonable choices, how dare he?
Okay, so that means it's gonna be 13-7. So Stefan needs to pull out 2 points somehow. This next round. So Heroes for Hire is still.
He needs 3 points, Stefan.
3 points. 3 points.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
Oh man, recal! What clutch recal? I'm Toad playing recal. You see it here first, people. Like and subscribe for more. So now people have to move the Securus around. So Pat's moving the bottom one. Nobody moves the top one, right? Because that one. No, sorry. Nobody moves the top one. Yeah, a SERP is on the table, people. So either Killmonger's going to go after Voodoo or Black Widow to get that SERP. 2 sweet VPs. Whew. Exciting. Round 4. Round 4 setup, and Pat has priority. The other witness didn't move Segrum because it's nobody won it. It's one-on-one contested. Thank you, Joe Jumanji.
Right.
So big decisions for Pat now. This is getting clutch. This is the last round. This is the last round unless something stupid happens and Pat manages.
It's not necessarily the last round, actually.
Well, I mean, Pat has to stop 3 points.
Yes. Pat, Pat is not able to get to more than 15 this round. So he probably he has to stop Stefan from scoring 3 points. That is true.
Right.
But either Stefan wins this round or we have another round.
Correct. That's the truth. Real talk.
Yeah. Yes, and as Tarnium points out, Pat can actually score out this round if he manages to get a usurp the throne into a right character. But Killmonger standing there on 1 power does not increase the odds of that happening. Ooh, what's this?
Is this his spender? He spent 2.
Oh
Thanos did.
yeah, I think this is Black Panther hitting Voodoo with Death's Decree.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Cool. Oh,
That's why he. Yeah. Okay. This is
Can you imagine? This is so classic Greek mythology, Huggy Bear.
He's all stop. He's already dead.
This is classic Greek mythology, though. There's there's dice gods that favor their son Pat. There are dice gods that favor Lunatic Machine, and they are each helping each other's heroes out at the clutch moments. I mean, you could write the next Aeneid of this game right here. Wow. So Thanos, beloved of Zeus. No, sorry, it was Black Panther, beloved of Zeus, takes down the Killmonger. It takes down Dr. Voodoo. I'm very discombobulated. But then the Aphrodite, who was beloved of Dr. Voodoo, is now going to juice up Toad.
Aphrodite, beloved of Dr. Voodoo. Who told the magic apple?
Exactly.
Okay, Toad getting away.
Oh God, TG Lord just reminded us that Wakanda Forever is still online. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
But Toad's getting the fuck out.
For sure.
GTFO, Toad, do your job.
And well, I wouldn't be surprised to see vibranium shielding being played, making Thanos close to immortal. Getting Killmonger down would be...
So look, Black Panther picked up the scroll. That Toad move, by the way, was the leadership move from Sam Wilson.
Yep.
Black Panther picked up the scroll and failed the roll, so now Lunatic Machine is moving Black Panther where he wants.
Yeah, that at least could prevent him from pouncing Black Widow as well as attacking her.
Interesting. Yeah, because Pounce brings him right back, doesn't it?
Yeah, but he would certainly have preferred to pounce right into Black Widow, forcing her to burn Brace for Impact.
Okay. Pat's now deciding what to do with Black Panther's second attack. Or second action, I should say. Well, big choices.
Indeed.
When's your next tournament, Huggy Bear?
The booked one currently is the Multiverse of Malmo, but I'm sure there's going to be more in between.
No one-dayers in between then?
Oh yeah, for sure. We just haven't set a date.
How often do you guys run a one-day event?
There are every other month or so, maybe.
Okay. I get such a Jones. Like I want to play MCP so often.
Yeah, me too.
It's hard to go a month without playing it.
We have a couple of guys who's been playing for a while, a bit casual, and now said that they want to become a bit more competitive.
Okay. Nice.
So that's fun. And so they're starting to ask us more experienced players about tips and tricks and everything. So
good times. So Black Panther pounced over towards Sam and attacked him, but Sam is shrugging it off.
Indeed. The mantle is on, so I guess he's re-rolling a bit, but that's still not going to do much. Is he playing Wakanda Forever?
And Black Panther just spent a bunch of power. Not sure.
Yeah, maybe the spender.
Okay.
Maybe.
Whatever it is, he did 3 attacks.
Hard to tell.
Into 1 save. Looks like he's re-rolling it with his leadership, which rolls into another attack. Ooh, so 4 hits into 1 save, so 3 damage going through to Sam Wilson.
But he's still alive.
Still alive.
It's Wakanda Forever now. So
That's what's going on.
Killmonger is going to be able
Forever.
to attack too.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Wakanda Forever. That third attack from Black Panther was Wakanda
there
Forever.
He flipped the card.
Now Killmonger is going to finish off in all likelihood. Yeah, look at that attack.
Ooh.
Ugh.
That's it.
Sam's done. He bit the grass.
Yep. He did indeed.
Boop.
Okay.
This game is still on a knife's edge. It really is.
Yep. I mean, all that needs to happen for this to for an opportunity to open up for Stefan is 1 or 2 bad rolls for Pat. There we see vibranium shielding.
Yep.
Played for 3. So everything within 3 of Black Panther now has the invulnerability rule. So Thanos is incredibly tanky.
Stupidly tanky. Yeah. God damn. Oh. Okay. Stefan's back up. Is he going to get Luke Cage to just take out Thanos again? Yeah. Or Black Widow going to do the dirty?
Annoying thing is that Killmonger now has 2 powers, so he can charge. He didn't have that before the Wakanda Forever attack.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever. One of the maybe the best card in the game. Maybe.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah,
certainly. So Black Widow could do a double tap into Thanos if he takes down. If Black Widow could take down Killmonger, I think this is looking good for Stefan. Because because Black Panther is injured.
Yes.
Then Killmonger can't kill Toad. Then Thanos has to go for Toad. But if he goes for Toad, then Cage can just move on to the Southern Witness. So the key is kill Killmonger. This is dangerous. Now maybe.
She's suspendering into Thanos.
Yeah. Question is if this is the right move. Question is should he move Spender Killmonger, because now he's hoping to get the trigger to have 2 attacks into Killmonger, and I think he needs a crit and a wild, a wild and a hit.
Wild and a hit. Okay, so he's the crits didn't help, so she has not done that. Nope.
So that's
interesting choice there. We should ask him about this. Well, he's doing the second attack.
A bit of a gamble. I mean, let's say he rolled this into Killmonger. It wouldn't have done much of a difference. Now at least he has second chance with a 5 dice attack. The odds are not great, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
But MCP dice can always surprise you.
Yeah. Just ask Toad.
Yep.
Oof, this is good.
Right. I can see why he did it.
Yeah, so he's doing one action into Thanos, hopes to get lucky. He didn't, unfortunately.
I mean, he can even if he gets the wild on this builder attack, it's going to put shock on Killmonger, which increases the chances of Toad surviving an attack.
Yeah. Well, shit, that is a great attack.
That's a great roll.
And no saves, although
no blocks.
No blocks, but he's going to do the leadership reroll. See if he gets 1 block out of this.
That would make him survive.
No.
Where's the dice?
I haven't seen the die, but maybe I'm not sure. It's no saves right now, but I thought he had 3 dice. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Turned into a
Oh, he
crit.
turned
So
into
he
a
survived
crit.
on one. No.
Oh, no.
So close.
Oh, that stupid Black Panther reroll. Oh, oh man. This is so good.
So close.
This,
Yeah.
this is why we play these games. All right, people? You need to tell your friends. Stop screwing around with whatever they're doing and play MCP. Just show them this game. The drama is intense. Low model count, friendly community. You got everything you want. And streamers like me and Huggy Bear as well to keep you company on your MCP journey.
Yep.
Looks like Pat's trying to figure something out now. Pat's taking over. Oh, he's trying to figure out how to deal with Thanos taking down Toad. Okay, Pat.
Yeah. Maybe they forgot about vibe.
You're saying there might be some Killmonger should have had one less damaged because of vibranium shielding. Yeah, I don't know what the math is.
Yeah, but he took two. He took two. So
okay, no, it's fine. Everybody's agreed. It's correct how things happen.
Yep. Okay.
All right, Toad. Let's see if Paul can pull this off.
I mean, the usurp the throne card, it's cool and all, but it's making Killmonger play counterintuitively. He should be chasing these small guys like Toad, not go for the big game. That's where he really shines.
All right.
But he is shocked. So
3 hits.
But this
damn it!
Bender,
only one save. Damn it!
Oh yeah. Womp.
Womp womp. Oh man. So Toad
certainly looks like
what?
Yeah, certainly looks like we're headed into round 5.
Yeah. And he drops his scroll, which Killmonger cannot pick up because he already has one. Wookie Mort, how the hell can you leave now? He's like, I'm off. Are you insane? This game could go either way now. Next round is gonna be bonkers. All right. So he puts the scroll away from Toad.
Toad can always interact with Indy, but I think
we
he
too,
wants to have it.
Yeah, that's right.
Outside of now here's the Spender into Black Widow. Is this an usurp? Is this a usurp?
I haven't seen the card flip yet.
They've been a bit slow on the card flipping.
Yeah.
There it is. He's usurped. Oh, no. Is he usurping?
I don't know. It hasn't flipped.
Maybe he just spent for the Spender.
2 saves into pretty good attack. 4 hits. Crit rolls into
that's
nothing.
not going to do it.
No, but he gets a reroll. Does that help?
Oh yeah, he gets a bunch of rerolls.
Yeah. 5 hits into 2 saves. 5 hits into 2 saves. She's good. Phew.
Yep. And should be a 3rd save because I think she has covered there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so she's taken only 2 hit points. They realized that. Yep.
Yep.
Wow. And he gets to place within 1 of her, I guess.
Yep. So question is what Luke Cage does now. He's in a really bad spot because he can't really influence much with only 1 power, 0 power even. So, and Thanos is going to go after. Yeah. Get two chances to get the wild and get him off the point. I mean, he could, of course, get lucky and just tank Thanos damage and because I mean, if Cage walked to the point, tanked the damage from Thanos, remains on the point, then Stefan wins.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
So no wilds for Pat, with rerolls and all, plus Cage surviving. That's how this goes down.
I want to thank Ghost Deer Nate, who's in the chat, contributing to the chat. Ghost Deer Nate has a podcast called the Alfredo Size 3 Taco Truck with Vince and Pat Van Value and Ken Botts, and it's a great listen.
I think if Cage walks to the southern witness, punches Thanos once with a Power Man punch, possibly getting the stagger, then he just has to survive one attack. And oh no, stay within the.
No, he's running. He's going to try to contest that point down there.
Okay.
But Thanos is just going to move him off of it.
No, because he doesn't have the portal.
Oh, he's on his backside.
He's gonna be able to. Yeah. But he's gonna be able to use the space gem and get in there. But this is a smart move though, because Stefan has now placed in such a way that Thanos cannot throw Cage off the point without throwing him into his own guys. So that's a pretty cool move actually. Well, Thanos can always just do that.
This is gonna portal himself.
Find another angle. Stupid.
Yeah. He's gonna portal himself within one of that secure.
Portal himself up, to have another angle. Thanos doesn't have to get on the actual point. He just needs to get Panther off of it. And Killmonger is also healthy. No, Killmonger is not on the point. He's outside of one. No, he doesn't have portal. He's just space jamming. He could even do the spender because that one has a push on it. Is it a wild push? Yes, it's a wild push.
Okay.
So it's the same as the builder actually. So he could get Thanos can teleport to the point with Mind and then spend 3 power to get an 8 dice followed by a 5 dice Cosmic Blast, and he needs to get 1 wild out of 13 dice in order to score 6 points this round.
So Thanos has Cosmic Portal himself onto the point, and then he's using his spender now to reach Luke Cage, which is an energy attack. Oh my God!
To miss the wild.
Ooh. Only
he does have Wakanda rerolls as well, so it's actually 15 dice. 15 dice to get 1 wild. Wow. That's 9 dice off.
Wow. So second attack. Wow. Second attack.
If he doesn't get the wild, Stefan wins, unless Cage dies naturally.
He got the wild. He got 6 hits. 6 hits to clear the wild. Ooh. Pat sweating it. Stefan making Pat sweat. This is great.
Yeah, there he goes. No, blow. Yep. Was unlikely. But I think this is the train leaving the station.
Oh, come on. Come on. You got to give Stefan more credit. He could do this. So what's the point count here now?
Stefan is scoring 0. Pat is scoring 6.
6 and 7 is 13 points. Wow.
13.
It's like a Web Warriors game. Where's Connor?
Stefan will have prio though.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Connor saying this was honestly a close game. Totally agree. And it's entirely two different play styles happening here. which
Just taking care
made it
not
very interesting.
to daze Killmonger here, so that he can
13-13,
daze him
Huggy Bear.
easily.
Oh, this is great. This feels like the finals game.
If he can somehow daze KO Panther and daze Killmonger with one activation, then maybe we have a game still.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Okay. They're placing the secures.
But
This is
it's
Stefan placing the secures. He's decided to put one near Black Panther to stun him, but he decided to move the other one further away from Thanos.
forcing Thanos to move further away if he wants to score.
Mm-hmm. And second wind got played at some point along the way, so
Yeah, that was last round, I think, to heal Cage slightly,
I see.
increase chances of survival.
Okay. So
Killmonger has to go down, or he will usurp someone.
right.
So Black Widow has one power short of doing a spender. So, question is here if he does the gainer into Killmonger, hoping to do the one damage needed, and then she will have enough power to do a spender into Black Panther, possibly getting the trigger with another attack with full rerolls. I think that might be Stefan's best chance.
Mm-hmm.
So gainer on Killmonger to guarantee getting one power to afford the spender. Put that into Panther, possibly double attacking him. If he can KO Panther and daze Killmonger, I think he still has a chance.
Is your brother playing MCP?
Sadly, he isn't.
He's not. We have to fix that.
Yeah. I've tried.
All right. Black Widow into Killmonger. Let's go. Black Widow. Meh. Not like that.
So it looked like she chose to go for the builder. So currently oh no.
Second attack.
Looked like Killmonger re-rolled into 2 blocks, so blah.
Oh man. No. Nothing's happening. God, he's only got one bloody hit point. He needs a second shield here to stop being dazed. And oh god, it lags again. God damn it. Did he do it? He did it. He did it. She Black Widow took down Killmonger with his one hit point. Thank God. Jesus.
He did exactly 1 kill point.
Wow.
Exactly 1 hit point.
Wow.
Yeah, that's less than he needed.
Woof. Right. So that he drops the scroll as a result, and I think Black Widow's picking it up. So we'll need to see her roll a scroll roll. And she survives. She doesn't have to move.
Yeah. Pat needs to have some really abysmal dice for this to not be over.
Okay. That was Black Widow. On to Pat. I presume he's not going to pass. He's got Black Panther and Thanos left. One scroll. One scroll. One on the floor. All right, people. Who's going to win this game? Throw it in the chat. Who you think is going to win? It's going to happen this turn. Let's see who's willing to put them.
Are we going to see a round 6? Are they going to score the same number of points this round?
It's true. The viewers win. Good point, Kelladry.
The viewers always win, we hope.
Toad, looking to get into the action. Toad's got 3 hit points, though. What are you doing, Toad? Just pick up that extract and run the hell away. What's Toad doing? Oh, no, this is not Toad. This is Pat figuring out what Toad's going to do.
Yep. I think what he's looking at is Panther pouncing up, doing a Death's Decree attack into Toad. But he doesn't have the power to pounce, actually.
Yeah.
So move, Death's Decree attack. If he fails, then he's in trouble. Thanos could always put him back on the point with a space gem, though.
You make a Wookiee Mart very sad, Huggy Bear.
There are no healthy characters left on the board.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Not sure if he's within 4 of Thanos there.
But he's also too dangerous to ignore.
Too dangerous to ignore.
Oh no! Ooh.
There it is.
Ooh.
Toad
Toad
is gonna be able to save the day. Maybe. Cage needs to survive this.
Okay, but he's Death's Decree with 4 dice because he's on his injured side now, so this is nasty business. Not great.
Yeah.
Not a great roll. 4 attacks.
Well, good enough.
Oh yeah, Toad. Toad.
No, it's Cage. It's Cage.
Sorry, Cage.
So this is it reduces. So that's 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay.
Unless he rerolls into something more.
Vodka Bliss. Luke Cage lives.
Yep. And even if he pounces Cage, there's an unplayed brace for impact on either side.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Tense.
Really tense. Yeah. Black Panther re-rolls into no attack and no extra damage. So Luke be taken 5 minus 1, 4. No, 3 because of damage reduction. Right. 3. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Black
so
Panther's...
he can sweep Christmas Thanos again.
And he's going to push him away so he doesn't do that again. Nice one. Yeah, so part of the attack is getting to push away. So Black Panther was able to push him now outside of too dangerous to ignore range. Yep. So I presume the second attack is going to go into Toad again.
There is no second attack.
Oh, what was the first one?
He had to move.
Oh.
Move, hit Toad, but then Cage disrupted that.
Wow. Clutch.
Yeah. Real clutch. Thanos, Panther should have an activated tick on him by this time. Ooh.
So this is over to Stefan. He's got Luke Cage, Toad left to go. Looks like he's trying to get something happen with Luke Cage. What does he need to win here, Huggy Bear?
He really wants to activate Toad last, and he needs to have more scrolls than Pat plus 1 point or 2 points, but that's unlikely. Secure points. That what I'm talking about. Not sure of this move. That means basically making a run for the scroll, hoping that Cage tanks it. Then I think it's probably better to just go for the scroll next to Thanos, because Toad can easily pick up that one. but maybe he doesn't want to. But Toad has enough power to hop. And again, Toad has. If because he probably doesn't want to pick up the scroll with Toad, because as long as Toad is within 2 of Panther, so he can double tap Panther, have 8 shots at hitting the wild, and then hop to the point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like he's outside of 2 though.
But if Toad then picks up the scroll, then he will be the risk is that he's getting pushed.
Yeah, exactly.
And he needs to, because Panther is unlikely to go down. Well, no. Of course, Cage could just unload into Panther. But it's probably better to.
I don't know. These are very hard choices.
Yeah.
This is where you go into that think tank and take your time.
Yep.
See all the angles, see all the possibilities.
Weak Christmas on Thanos getting the throw. He could also double tap Panther plus throw a size 2 into him. But
I think
brace.
Is Panther on Maybe the point?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Panther scoring 2 right now.
Yep.
Usurp the throne is gone because Killmonger is dazed. People are claiming that Luke is also on the point. He is, actually. So nobody's scoring the point. Yeah, nobody's scoring that point. All right.
Okay, just... Oh. What will it be? What will it be?
I don't know. This is
suspense.
Stefan's. This is a big choice, Stefan. The biggest choice he's had to make in his short but illustrious life. Oh, Stefan, you're killing us. Make a decision. We want to know what's the right call here. I don't know what everybody else thinks. People are saying Luke's going to get pushed off the point by Thanos.
Yep, highly likely.
Yeah. So it's about scrolls, getting scrolls.
Yeah, Stefan is currently holding one Widow.
Yeah.
So getting another one on Cage is not a bad idea. Maybe just move, pick up the scroll, and then
hope for the best.
Move back to the point.
Yeah.
Maybe even move on to Thanos' point. Looks like that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Something along the lines of that.
Yeah. So let's see if that scroll roll how that favors him or not. All right. He takes the scroll. We do a scroll roll. He's got 4 dice looking for a crit or a wild to not move. And he makes it. He's got it. That must be a big relief for Stefan right now.
Yep. So he can move to either point.
Yeah. Do you see an advantage of being at one or the other?
I'm not sure, actually. I mean, Toad could still reach the... This puts him further away from Thanos. Likely, he's gonna... It creates a more difficult situation for Thanos if he wants to score his own witness, as well as attacking Stefan's models. So, sure. Let's not forget that Heroes for Hire is still unplayed.
Yeah. Okay. Thanos is up. This is Pat's last activation.
Thanos is. So Pat is measuring one move, which means only one attack for Thanos. That uses.
So this is because he's lost Cosmic Portal, right?
Yep.
On his injured side, so he has to move. Here we go. He's on the point, which means he would be winning that point even if he didn't do anything else. Oop. Ended up moving it a little bit.
I think Toad is the one that has to go down now. Because if he gets to activate, he can reach the Thanos scroll. He has to pick up. If Cage goes down, he has to pick up one. Then it's not enough because Panther is still holding one.
All right.
Very tense, very
He's
close.
doing the spender into
But I think killing Toad is probably the best move here.
Mm-hmm. All
He
right.
could do a Heroes for Hire, and if he survives,
that would be amazing.
If he survives, he can throw Thanos off the point.
It's either too dangerous to ignore or Heroes for Hire. I'm not sure which.
Yeah. Too dangerous, yeah. But throwing Thanos off the point would be...
Yeah, looks like too dangerous to ignore.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Spender into Luke. Spender's energy, which is Luke's weaker defense roll, still gets the damage reduction 1. Luke has 2 hit points left, though. Not great. Thanos can also...
Yeah, but Thanos only had 1 power, which he needs to save for picking up the scroll.
3 hits with 2 crits. Crits roll into nothing. So 3 hits into effectively 2 saves.
Wakanda reroll.
Oh, this is a big one. Wakanda reroll rolls into...
But that means he's not going to be able to pick up the scroll.
Nothing. So
wow.
3 hits
my
into
God.
effectively 2 saves. So he takes 1 damage.
If that was it...
That was it.
Then Stefan wins. Stefan has won. All he needs to do is move to the southern... all he needs to do is move Toad to the southern Fisk Witness, and he's scoring 4 versus 3.
Unbelievable.
What a game.
Wow, it's Toad. Toad.
Once again. Never give up.
Don't give up in MCP, people. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Don't screw up, Stefan. I need to do something else now. No, don't pick up the scroll. Don't pick up the scroll. You're gonna get pushed.
I'm not sure he thinks he's gonna make it. Is the problem?
Well, he can just. He has the power to hop easy.
Yeah,
well,
but
even if he picks up the scroll and gets pushed, he has enough move to move to the southern scroll, the southern witness, which creating a 2-2 situation, which means that it's the score is simply 3-1, and that still gives him the win.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he picks up the scroll.
Yep. Live a little. Roll more dice.
Let's see. He succeeds, no problem, because it's Toad.
Yep.
Obviously.
He had eyes on the prize.
And
but just go to the
double
maybe
moves
he
onto the point.
That he has. Yeah. There it is.
Wow. So what's the score?
Ladies and gentlemen. So the score then turns into 16-14.
16-14. 16, 13, 1, 2,
wow.
3, 16 to 14. Yeah. Because nobody gets the secure. Right? And
nobody gets the secure.
So it's all about the scrolls. 3 scrolls to 1. 16-14. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What a great way to end the season of Swiss League, Swiss rounds. Amazing. Whew. Wookie Mart, did he stick around? Wookie Mart, did he? He did. He did stick around. I told you, buddy. Don't give up. Oh, hey Nate, I hope you guys talk about this game on the next podcast. It'd be amazing to hear you guys talking about it, and of course the wonderful chatters that were with us tonight. My goodness. So what are your thoughts on the game? Huggy Bear, before we go talk to the players.
So this is obviously a game that was where Pat was going to chase the Lunatic's models, and Lunatic, as we pointed out on multiple occasions, this was a game about him trying to score out from the get-go. Pat had some incredible rolls early, which sort of set the tone for rounds 2 and 3, where Voodoo and Widow were in real trouble at times, and Voodoo also went down. Mm-hmm. I thought that Stefan was in a good position to actually score out after going to 13 points mm-hmm. in round 3. Mm-hmm. So, but then Pat managed to not put a single foot wrong and go to even, and then we had this real tight and tense round 5, which I did not expect, actually. I thought that this game would be decided earlier, either by Pat KOing 2 characters or by Stefan managing to score out in round 4. So very good game, very close. Yeah, I mean, when you tall lists are, I'm kind of I have mixed emotions about them, but when you do play them, you have to bear in mind that every single dice roll can lose you the game. So and that is, I mean, if Luke Cage had gone down here, for instance, then we could have been looking at a reverse situation where Pat would have a guaranteed 4 points and 1. So I mean, that single dice roll could have flipped the entire game. So so real close, really good moves by both players. Both players sort of deserve the win, mm-hmm. if I may say so. But in the end, it comes down to single decisions and single dice rolls when 2 players are this evenly matched.
Yeah, I don't think anybody made a wrong move, honestly. It was just the dice played out and they reacted as best they could, and it was super close regardless. Right.
For sure.
So let's jump into their channel and see what they thought of the game. And I'll see you over there, Huggy Bear.
See you.
Okay. All right. If anybody's got questions for the boys, let me know. But I'm going to jump in their channel now. Hello.
Hello.
Stefan and Patrick, we had a blast watching you guys play tonight. It was so fun.
It was a fun one, wasn't it? We had a roller coaster. My goodness.
It really was. It was
much drama.
The chat was blowing up. People could not believe it from activation to activation, practically.
Yes, so many outrageous things were happening.
It really was.
Yeah, and the game was called on like 3 different occasions in both directions. So yeah.
Right, absolutely. And I think even with that last roll of the game, I think I'm probably likely to win. How did I just lost? It's funny. Yeah. Very funny.
I think the thing that we wanted to say to both of you is that none of you really played. There wasn't a bad move at all, really. You both were reacting to the dice. You were reacting to the challenges your opponent was setting up for you, and both played to the highest ability. Nobody could see any obvious errors, and it was just a matter of trying to continue to outsmart one another and then deal with the vagaries of the dice rolls.
Yeah, for sure. One of those one of those games where there's not much movement around the table, but things like order of activation matter a lot.
Yeah. So we're going to come to that, Patrick. Since you played the taller list, tell us a little bit. So you're playing Wakanda. You've been playing some of the more, what the meta seems to be kind of gravitating towards with Wakanda, and then tonight you bring us this. What was going on? Has this always been in your plan, or are you trying something new?
No, this is a new addition. And so I threw Thanos in as an answer to middle fights. And then I was quite pleased to see that we ended up with Mayor Fisk, right, which isn't in my roster. But it's exactly the kind of thing that Thanos wants to play. So I thought, cool, chance to test out Thanos.
Yeah. And he's immune to stun, which was a nice bonus as well.
Right. And he can definitely do a lot of good work in the middle of the table.
Now, people were saying that a long time ago, you actually played this exact match, but you were the Sam player and you lost against I guess maybe Big Blake even, playing the Wakanda list. Do you remember this game?
Yeah, we definitely played Mayor Fisk. I don't remember the other details. Yeah, I lost on a brain fart where I should have just run a model into a corner, but I didn't. And then my last model died. I remember it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you brought this list because why? I mean, central fight, that's fine. Was that the main and only reason, or did it have something to do with facing off against Sam?
No, so I don't think I'm particularly well suited to fight Sam. I think my normal Wakandan game plan is much better. But I don't think I really want to do the normal Wakandan game plan on Mayor Fisk. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's fine. And I ummed for ages about whether or not I should play Thanos and which threat value I should go. And should I do 20 threat and be 5 wide with Thanos? Or should I try and ditch Thanos and be wide without him and just go for scoring? And I think they're all valid options, right? I've only been playing Wakanda for a little bit, so I don't have that much experience picking the optimal list for this kind of situation. And I was thinking, well, I want to play Thanos on central fights. I'm going to give him a go and see how it works out.
And would you say that your list has a nice balance between attrition and control based on your character's abilities?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, this 16 threat list is more attrition, but I mean, it's still got Black Panther and it's still got some movement, hasn't it? So
right.
I feel like these 3 models have quite a good balance. What I don't love is Killmonger being a bit of a weak link. I activate priority, but I kind of have to activate Killmonger first, otherwise he just runs the risk of dying. So that I felt that controlled some of my options in the rounds 2 and rounds 3 of the game. I had to basically
there was a point when
activations.
we discussed exactly that during the course of the game. I think it was round 3 when he was slightly injured, and it was obvious that you were sort of dictated into that move. Not that he didn't have a good chance of making an impact, but it's always nice to have options.
Yeah, and he was totally fine in this game, right? He got 3 daisies, he got 3 kill counts. He did his job, no problem.
Do you feel there was a moment though when you really wanted to get Usurp the Throne off?
No, I actually thought for a long time about just not taking Usurp the Throne and taking something like Fallback instead. Because I think against Avengers, I knew that I'd be facing Luke Cage with Heroes, and I knew I'd be facing Sacrifice. And I just thought, with the Sam leadership and all that stuff, getting Usurp off is really hard. And then I definitely would have liked to do it if I had a good situation to do it. I was very frustrated. I think was it round 3 or round 4? It was the situation where I needed to kill Dr. Voodoo.
Yeah.
I think it's the round where I started to swing everything back.
Yeah.
And I knew, okay, if Killmonger's on half hit points, if I don't go with Killmonger, he might die before he activates. But he only had 1 power and he can't charge Dr. Voodoo. And if I don't kill Dr. Voodoo, he might kill Black Panther before he activates. So whichever one I go with, chances are the other one's going to die. And then I came up with a play with the killing Voodoo and killing Sam that I was pretty pleased with.
Yeah.
And being able to put up Vibranium shielding, and that kept Killmonger alive. And that was kind of like my needle through that situation. But yeah, there were definitely some awkward game states with these 3.
Yeah. Right. And that's because the tall list is very powerful and guarantees you priority most of the time, but you have to make every activation count, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And we were discussing just before you guys came in Obviously, Thanos getting one shot by Luke Cage was tough. That was an eye opener. And at that point, I thought I had the game quite nicely controlled. I thought, okay, the VPs aren't too far apart. I'm getting way ahead on murder. This is fine. And then Luke Cage swung hard and brought the murder train all the way back. And suddenly I was just losing, right? And that came to a cool clutch point where I had to use Recalibration Matrix on Killmonger just so that I wouldn't get pushed by Toad to lose the game.
That was one of the highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So, yeah. I really enjoyed this game because I think Stephen played it really, really well.
Yeah.
But I think I had some good and clever and unusual plays to try and stay in it.
Yep.
Kind of reacting to where my dice were hot and cold. I'm annoyed that Luke Cage did Heroes for Hire to stop my Toad attack. That was silly. I should have seen through that and played around it.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I think I played the game quite well, and I'm quite pleased with it. I think it was really fun.
Yeah, you should be, Patrick.
Yeah, we discussed it. I mean, if my calculations are correct, if Luke Cage goes down to that last attack, then the reverse situation occurs, and you win, because then you automatically score. Then you have 2 scrolls and guaranteed to score 1 point, and Stefan can get max 3 points.
So the way I calculated is Stefan can get a draw by picking this up with Toad, double moving and hopping to this point. And then we've both got 2 extracts and 2 secures, but then we go to another round. And I've got my whole team versus Toad and Widow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly right. Okay, Huggy Bear, any questions for Patrick?
I had 2 questions about tactics cards, of which Pat has already answered one, because it was about Usurp the Throne. Because I have started to think that Usurp the Throne is, well, I wouldn't call it a trap, but it's sort of make Killmonger want to play in a sort of unintuitive way, because it seems like he's best at chasing small guys that are easily killed so that he can build up his kill count tokens. Whereas Usurp the Throne encourages you to go for the big game. Do you have any further thoughts on that other than what you've already shared?
So I think you're right. I think he is better at killing small guys, as evidenced in this game, right, where he did 3 kills. The way I see it is he's already good at killing small guys. Usurp means he's good at killing everyone. So it's still fine, right? It doesn't need to be
provided that you can have the power at the right time.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be your primary game plan. But I think it's still good. If I had M'Baku in my roster, this might be a rare situation where I take M'Baku instead of Killmonger and leave Usurp behind. But I thought it was still more useful than fallback given the crisis situation.
Right. And then my second question was, I noticed that the nowadays stapled card, Spirit of Wakanda, is not in here. Do you mind sharing a little bit of your considerations not bringing that?
Yeah, so I think in general you want to use it for round 1 plays, right? And I don't want to do that on this crisis combo when I'm running Thanos. Because I don't need the power on my last activation with Thanos, and it doesn't do anything meaningful for my other activations. It's costing me 2 tactics cards. It's leaving one character on 0 power. So, like, for example, if Killmonger had played it, he wouldn't be able to charge in round 2. So it just doesn't suit the situation. And then to play it as a value card, I think is completely reasonable. To play it for healing or for status effect removal. But at that point, it's kind of... with 3... The problem is we're playing on this crisis, right, where my models are going to get stunned. And I want them to have as much power as possible to do their good things. And I just don't think I've got the power to use on quite an inefficient card, right? Like 2 power to heal 2 damage. It's not bad, but I don't think it's going to be amazing in this circumstance. I preferred the other cards. I will play it as just a useful card to support Thanos, but I didn't particularly like it with these 3 models.
Yeah, I can see that. Before I forget, you can
Thank you for
catch
sharing that.
more strategic insights from Patrick on his podcast with the mighty TT, which is Across the Bifrost. You can go to acrossthebifrost.com for all kinds of other content as well, but they also have their own podcast called Across the Bifrost. Okay.
Thanks for the shout out.
You're welcome. It's well worth it. Let's move over to Stefan. Hooray! You win and you become undefeated. Both of you, of course, moving into the elimination rounds. But Stefan, were you surprised at seeing such a tall Wakanda list across from you?
Kind of, yeah. But I thought maybe he has the possibility to go 3 wide, but I was not that sure that he would actually bring it. So kind of surprised, yeah.
Cool.
But Patrick chose 16 threats, so my team would likely be the same if he would have gone wider. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
so yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so what was the game plan? You see this very narrow list. Usually narrow lists mean lots of attrition. But Sam is actually okay into attrition between the fact that he can typically go wider and his leadership works off of getting dazed and stuff like that. So were you feeling okay with the roster that you chose?
Kind of. Yeah, I was feeling kind of okay. But yeah, Thanos is a big problem to get down. Luke Cage took care of the problem. But on the other hand, I was planning on getting a victory point lead early, and see how things progress. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, definitely Thanos had. Luke Cage had his moment, but let's not forget Toad doing Toad things. That also helped.
Sure. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Everybody has to do his part or her part. Yeah.
Okay, so at what point did you feel like the game was slipping away from you?
Yeah, definitely the round where I didn't score any victory points.
Yep.
Yeah. This was like, okay. I probably should have done better play. I think it was where I activated like Widow instead of Toad.
Yeah.
Toad had 2 hit points left, I think.
Yep.
It would be better the first activation just to place him over here in this corner, probably.
Yeah.
So I score 1 victory point, more or less secured. Yeah.
Yep.
And I go to 14 and stuff like that. And yeah.
I think one of the most interesting parts of your gameplay, though, was when Patrick lost a character and finished with his characters, and you had 3 left to go. Do you remember? I think it was round 4, Huggy Bear, when he had that situation.
I think it was round 3.
It's round 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So did you feel like you could maximize, the opportunity that you had by having so many characters going without answers from Patrick?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I scored. I think I scored 7 victory points that round.
Yeah.
I think because Thanos dazed that round. Yeah. I guess was it this round?
I think it might have been.
You went to 13 victory points, but I think you were at 8, so maybe you scored 5.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
5. It was like, could I get the
recalibration matrix screwed up?
This was the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I was really thinking how can I capitalize on this, because as we saw the next round, my characters tend to die when they are in the brawl.
Yeah. So the other point that I thought was quite tense for you was here at the end, when you had very limited activation still left to go, and it was a real struggle to decide which thing to go first. What was going through your mind at that stage?
I activated Widow first, I think,
yes.
And I had to kill Killmonger. I left him on 1 the round before, so I can deny the activation in the next round.
Yep.
So, and she had to use 2 attacks to get the job done, but she did the job, and then I was like, okay, this was where Patrick forgot about Too Dangerous to Ignore.
Yeah.
I was thinking, should I activate Toad first and take the scroll and run away? But I had to place models here on my scroll, my witness. I had to place them.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I don't, then Black Panther was already on the witness. I had 2 chances to push him with Toad if I roll 1 wild. 2 chances to roll 1 wild to push him away from the from the witness. Thanos more or less has to come to my witness. Yeah. Then I chose Luke Cage because Thanos has to come to the witness, and I can't let a spare scroll just be left on the table just for him to pick up.
Yeah.
So this was like the conundrum. Like, yeah. I already thought about Luke Cage doing a spender into Thanos to probably throw him away, or do the same on Panther. But on the other hand, I have to put models on my witness.
So that ultimately is what helped decide it for you, because you're right. There were a lot of different ways you could have done this, but it seems like it's the secure that was driving your decision making.
As I probably saw, I was quite indecisive with my move. I took some time to think about it. And, I chose the boring one, just to move, pick up, and move.
Yeah, makes sense.
No dice rolling.
No dice rolling, exactly. The dice gods were angry enough tonight. You didn't need to tempt them any further.
They put on a show, yes.
They sure did. Yeah, we were saying, sure, Patrick, that the dice gods, it was like the old, like from the Trojan War times, where like, some of the gods were favored of you, and other gods were favored with Stefan, and they were doing a proxy battle with the two of you fighting it out for them.
Yeah, there was some crazy rolls on both sides,
for sure.
Huggy Bear, what else do you want to ask Stefan?
I was a bit curious about your team composition, because it felt like over the course of the game, I mean, this is a weird question to ask now that Luke Cage turned out to be the hero of the game, but given all of Thanos' displacement, especially the very smart play by Pat round to portal him once and then portal him again, the first activation round 2 to get him outside of Heroes for Higher range. Did you at any point in the game feel like that he had hard time putting his strengths to use? Maybe you wished you had brought Black Cat instead.
Black Cat would have helped at times, yeah. But on the other hand, I learned to appreciate Luke Cage with Major Fist, because at some point there will be a brawl, and Heroes for Hire and the Too Dangerous to Ignore there are possibilities to use. Maybe not in the first 2 rounds, maybe not, but and he's also one of the toughest models that I can bring,
Yeah.
Black Cat is good. Black Cat is also good, but
And after all, you did manage to get off a couple of key Too Dangerous to Ignores.
Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of learned to Luke Cage is not that his offensive output is not that great, aside from one roll, as we saw. Yeah, but I'm kind of fine if he just stays where in the middle of the fight and draws attacks if the opportunity arises. Yeah, I think he does this role fine.
I think we'll call it here. Congratulations again to Stefan, but also congratulations to you both for making it into the cuts for next season 13. It's very exciting, and we wish you a lot of luck, both of you, in the coming rounds.
Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you everybody for watching. This was a fantastic game. We enjoyed your chatters. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a like and a subscribe, and throw some comments in. We'd love to hear from you as well. But most of all, Huggy Bear, thank you for being a great host. We got to stream 6 fantastic games. It's been a fantastic season so far, and I'm looking forward to doing more with you in the elimination rounds.
Likewise, Norbert. Always a pleasure.
Cool. All right, everybody. We will be doing a week off between Swiss rounds and elimination rounds. If you are wanting to play in the leagues, we do a second chance league, which is just 4 weeks of games. So look for signups in the MCP TTS Discord to sign up for those. And we look forward to seeing you play, and we look forward to streaming some more games from the elimination rounds of season 13. And with that, I wish you all a very good night, and thanks for watching.